Today I will be showing you how to prepare a structural reference background or architectural background. The process is the same. We need to clean the structural CAD file and change the color into a different color, or typically it is number 8 or gray color. So we need to clean the architectural or structural background that we receive. Here is the structural background. So we use the copy bit base point command, select base point, and copy or select the whole uh, structural section. We'll just remove this mechanical information, which is the pipe and some valves and tanks. So we just only copy the structural framing. So here we're going to create a line that is uh, for reference of the platform level. Here we're going to paste our structural frame or structural sections. So currently, as you can see, uh, I paste it as a black, and all the colors is still in different color based on the previous or original drawing file. So pasting it as a group is much easier, so we don't have to explode each element, and we can go in and change the properties later. So here, as you can see, there's a lot of items or elements we need to change. So in order to do that, we double click the uh, structural frame, which is in a group. We go into the block editor. So currently here, the grid lines is also in a separate block. So we have to double click and then go into that block internally, and then we can change each element or the color of the element and the layer of the element into the number 8 color. So here we select everything. We'll change the color to number 8. Here we have changed most of it except for the dimensions and the grid line. The grid line is also created with another block, so we have to double click and go inside that block. Then from there we can change the color of the bubbles of the grid. Here the layer we also need to change just to make sure, and the color selection is also changed to number 8. Now all the grid lines are all in number 8 color. The dimension is also we need to change the color. So here we're going to select the dimension. Sorry, we'll select first the grid line, which includes the dimension. We'll just check the height of the text, which is currently in 500, which is sufficient for our drawing preparation. Now let's change the dimension color. Let's select it. Here you can see that in the annotate type it is ISO 25. So we need to change the property of this ISO 25 dimension. Go to the dimension style manager and select modify. Here we're going to change in the line the color to number 8 or by layer. Text we also need to change into by layer. Then click OK. Here we're going, as you can see, it already has changed and followed the color of the layer, but we still need to change the layer color into number 8. Click OK, and all the dimensions has been changed into our preferred color. Here is also another block. We have to go into each and every block and then change the properties, color properties in the layer. Here we'll select number 8. Okay, currently now we have left with all the remaining elements which still has a different color because most of these elements has been created in another block, so we have to go inside that block and make the necessary modification or changes. Here we're going to change, it's also another block, so we have to select this arrow and go into inside the block. Okay, so we need to go back, we need to close back and change, select the other element which has that uh, arrow block. So let's select this framing just to make sure, and then go inside the block. Uh, and then again select this arrow, double click, and now we need to go inside that uh, particular block. Now we can change that element. Here we can use the select similar command and press delete to delete all these arrows. You don't need it. And the text also, same procedure, select similar and press delete. Now we need to select all the elements and change the layer or the color properties. Let's go to the home tab and change it to number. Once done, click close a block editor, and as you can see it has already changed into our preferred color. So the rest of the item will still do the same procedure. I'll need to fast forward it. So we'll be doing the same procedure. Select one of the blocks and change the color of each element until we have the final uh, uh, background, which we have already changed the color property. This is the final elements that we need to change. So now we have completed our changes in the color property of our background. We will copy the elements that we need to insert. This is the tank and the pipe works. So we can see how it looks like when we have changed it. So as you can see here, it's all number 8. And once we paste the new elements, it will be more visible because the background has been changed in a more lighter color. Typically, we use number 8 as our color for the background. Here we can also lay, set it into a layer so we can have it locked so we don't accidentally delete this background. So here we're going to use the structural layer STR. We'll select the background and then set it into STR. We'll also change the color of this STR to number 8 so it will be the same as our background, and then we'll lock it in place. So you just need to select the lock icon, and as you can see it's much more lighter and much more clear. So this is how we prepare our architectural or structural background uh, for us to make the elements more visible and clearer in Token. Thank you.